teen unhappiness is a growing concern in the United States, with an increase in suicide rates and symptoms of anxiety and depression far more common. Taylor Lorenz suggests that it may be due to the fact that the world is just a much worse place than it was in 2011 due to climate change, inequality, precarity, and COVID. However, according to Noah Smith, most of these factors were looking worse a decade ago, excluding COVID. Progressive politics may also be a possible cause as they encourage, quote, progressives to think of everything in catastrophic terms, making them less happy, end quote. However, Smith thinks smartphones may be a more obvious explanation as the timing of their introduction appears to correlate with the rise in emotional instability. Smith notes that the smartphone was invented in 2007, but it didn't really become commonplace until the 2010s, quote, exactly when teen happiness fell off a cliff, end quote. Smartphones reduce physical interaction, which is important for happiness, as physical interaction is a network effect. It is also possible that phones provide a behavioral nudge, and they are a distraction, which reduces the amount of time spent interacting with others. According to clinical psychologist Lisa Damour, teenagers are becoming increasingly stressed about global issues, such as gun violence, climate change, and politics. Such feelings of doom come from the news media and social media that are constantly filled with negativity. The bad news bias, coupled with the availability heuristic, influences people to consume negative representations of reality. The rise of smartphone use has only made it worse, as social media users constantly bombard young progressives with tales of the death of democracy, poverty, inequality, and more. Studies show that there is a link between phones and unhappiness, though more research is needed to determine if phones are the culprit. The burden of proof is on the evidence that suggests phones have a negative impact on mental health. Studies have found that deactivating Facebook and other social media platforms for a period of time makes people happier and worry less about politics, and such platforms may cause disconnection between parents and children. So, what do you think? Can the rise in teen unhappiness be narrowed down to a single factor? Is it phones, or simply the state of the world today? Is it fair to call smartphones distractions preventing people from connecting to each other, when having such easy access to the internet allows for connection with so many people? How can we strike a balance between staying connected to the world and staying connected to our more immediate communities? Share your thoughts in the comments.